It's very obvious that whenever a mass shooting happens, the blame is always on video games, so cue the theme song, everyone! Video games, more than meets the eye. Video games, robots in disguise. Video games are responsible for all the mass shootings in America. Video games, they're a fucking plague upon the fucking earth. Ban all video games, cause that is all they're worth. Video games, robots in disguise. Yesterday, there was a mass shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. 21 people died, most of them children that are second to fourth graders. Just a bunch of kids. Babies. One of the victims was a teacher. It's really saddening and sickening what happened to those children. They could have been something when they grew up. They could have been lawyers, doctors, police officers, paramedics, firefighters, carpenters, journalists, IT tech support, game designers, authors, teachers, scientists, mechanics, economists, and our future leaders. It's also very, very sickening that mass shootings are a norm here in America. Whenever a mass shooting happens, it's the same bullshit over and over again. Thoughts and prayers, demanding gun control, gun rights activists fighting against gun control, and blame something in the field of entertainment. And when another mass shooting happens, whether in a school, a university, a house of faith, a nightclub, a highway, a supermarket, and anywhere else, it's the same bullshit over and over again. Why? Because they're too goddamn afraid to take action. And the funny thing is that these so-called pro-life guys care about undeveloped fetuses rather than children's safety in schools, parks, and different places. Hypocrites. If these people are pro-life, caring so much about undeveloped fetuses, they should care more about the safety of children in schools, instead of also trying to control women's bodies and care more about taking away guns from people who are mentally ill, who are most likely to commit crimes. This is a cycle that doesn't seem to end, ever. Since video games began to exist, the media and politicians want to twist things around on a tragic event when a bunch of people lose their lives. In this case, this murderous bastard who killed his grandmother then went on a killing spree. Now, he should be held accountable for his action. But whenever something like this happens, they never say anything logical like, maybe he was messed up in the head, he wasn't raised properly. It can't be anything that would be logical. I've said this a bunch of times whenever something like this happens, that humans have been messed up in killing since the dawn of mankind. Humans have killed each other without reason given, some with reason given. But unfortunately, there is never a logical explanation for why he decided to go and kill a bunch of people. And then some journalist sits his or her ass down to write stupid shit like this. Let's check out what kind of stuff he was into, because I'm sure that this music he was listening to made him do this. Or maybe this movie or TV show made him do this. Of course, you know how it is. It's a tired as hell lame ass excuse of a scapegoat, video games. We've seen the media, whether it's left or right, blaming video games, politicians, whether left or right, blaming video games, but this time, it's a veteran game developer blaming games. Wow. He should know better than this. Various scientific studies show that there is no correlation between violent video games and real-life violence. Unfortunately, you show them proof and evidence that this has nothing to do with video games. They always say the same bullshit. No, it's video games. Debunking these people over and over again is like beating a dead horse. Russ Peterson, who is a video game industry veteran, is known to be a lead designer for Blizzard Entertainment. He worked on plenty of games, and he should know better than that. And now he says the same shit that politicians and the media are saying whenever something like this happens. This is what he said on Twitter. If you work on a video game that uses modern day firearms to shoot other humans, you need a real hard look in the mirror tonight. Well, I guess he's the one who needs to look in the mirror. Video games don't kill people. Guns kill people when they're in the wrong hands. People playing your games in different parts of the world, and there are barely any mass shootings. So let me get this straight. Did that mass shooter pretend that he was Captain Price from Modern Warfare? Did he pretend he was Trevor Phillips? Did he pretend he was either Joel Miller, Ellie Williams, or Commander Shepard? I highly doubt that. Unfortunately, here in America, they don't like data, facts, evidence, and proof, because everything has to go according to what their goddamn feelings and guts tell them to. So Peterson decides to be a virtue signaling fool. Well, he should get another job. I'm John of Video Games in the World, and I'm sure that others have provided you with sufficient data to prove that video games do not cause violence among our youth. According to you, Russ, violent games perpetuate gun culture. Bullshit. So now, you're virtue signaling and channeling whatever Jack Thompson, Ralph Nader, Jay Rockefeller, Donald Trump, Dianne Feinstein, Matthew Hagen, and all these fucking assholes say. Tragic. Maybe you should get another job instead, so you're attacking video games for this. Did Mortal Kombat inspire people to be martial artists and go rip someone's spine or their hearts out? No. Did Call of Duty inspire people to become soldiers or terrorists? No. Did Grand Theft Auto inspire people to become muggers, thieves, and murderers? No. Did Assassin's Creed inspire people to become assassins and kill high-ranking targets like corrupt politicians? No. Did The Last of Us inspire kids to shoot people and think of them as infected WLF soldiers, seraphites, and other stragglers? No, dipshit! Well, it's not just the politicians, the media, and pseudo-activists that we have to debunk these days. Now it's virtue signaling asshats in the gaming industry we have to worry about channeling what the people I have mentioned said about video games. It's bad enough that video games were accused over the shooting that occurred days ago, only to see games accused again over the senseless act of violence. Because it was fun in video games! Fuck. Now, I'm sure the politicians and the media will accuse games of this. So I will tell these people accusing video games for what happened yesterday is this. Why don't you hold a charity event to fund the families for this messed up funeral that they will have for their kids, and also for that teacher who had a family as well? And also, instead of blaming video games, instead of thoughts and prayers, instead of demands and debating about gun control and gun rights, do something to stop this damn thing and end the cycle! Ugh. If you have something to say, guys, just comment, like, subscribe, and go for it. To all the families of the victims, I am truly sorry for what happened. They should have, your kids, they should have been with you doing their homework and spending time with you. Watching TV together, having dinner together. Not this. Mass shootings should not be tolerated at all. And kids deserve safety to be safe in their schools. So they can work together, make friends, you know. And also, whoever sells guns to underage kids and mentally ill people should be in prison, because the blood of those innocent kids is on the hands of the one who sold the gun to that murderer, and that gun seller is accountable. Accountable. To those who cry thoughts and prayers, gun control, and gun rights, do something to stop this thing, damn it! And that's all I have to say. I'm John of Video Games in the World. I'm done.